Hello, all. I hope all of you are doing good. So let's continue our today's topic. So our today's topic would be type of SAP projects and different approach for S4 adoption. So first we'll talk about the type of SAP projects. So first one is SAP implementation project. Second one would be support project. Third is rollout, and fourth is upgradation project. So one by one we'll look into the different kind of projects. So first is implementation project. So suppose if a company is running on some third party application or be it any application and they wants to install the SAP there at their place. So since we will start afresh, we'll start designing the approach and then we'll understand the customer business and then we'll start configuring the SAP system from the scratch. So those kind of projects will fall into the SAP implementation project. So we'll talk more about the what are the different methodologies for the implementation project in our upcoming videos. Second one would be SAP support project. So once the system is implemented, once the SAP is on go live and the real time transactions are happening, user might face some issues uh, while doing the transactions. There could be some errors, warnings, or anything, or some small changes to be done in either reports, processes, or workflows, or anything. So those kind of projects will fall into the support project. The third one being the rollout project. So suppose if a company is already using the SAP system, so the existing implementation is already being done for them, and then comes up a new plant or a new company code for them. So then we have to extend our configuration for those location or the company code. So those kind of projects will fall into the rollout project. Coming to the fourth one, upgradation project. So suppose if a company is running on ECC and then they want to migrate to the newer version of SAP, since SAP has released some newer version. So and some new features will always be added to the new functionality or the newer version coming from the SAP. So we are actually upgrading our system to the newer one. So those kind of projects will fall into the SAP upgradation project. So yeah, this is all about the SAP projects. There could be some more also, but these are the major one. Then comes the different approaches for S4 HANA. So you must have heard the different approaches currently in the market called the Greenfield approach, Brownfield approach, and the Bluefield approach. So we'll talk about one by one, like what all about these approaches. So coming to the first one is Greenfield approach. So Greenfield approach is actually when we are implementing S4 HANA and then we are starting from the scratch. So we are actually reviewing the system, replacing the old process, and we are actually deciding what has to be done, like the newer landscapes also. And while adhering to the SAP standards and the best practices as always, but since we are the complete system has to be reinstalled and configured, so it can be the costly and time taking as well. But then it gives a freedom to the customer or the company whosoever is going for the S4 adoption, since we can leverage the capabilities of S4 HANA in a one place. Yeah. Coming to the brownfield approach. So, what is brownfield approach? So, brownfield approach is nothing but we are actually converting an existing ERP system to S4 HANA. It's a kind of upgradation only where old system is already existing and then we are just upgrading that system using the brownfield approach. So, SAP landscapes and the other functions, some business processes will remain same. We have to just extend the functionality of S4 HANA. So since we are using the old configurations, the old system functions only, so this is less expensive than the greenfield approach where we were redesigning everything from the scratch, because existing construction can be saved and they can be used for the further processes to be set up. Also, the implementation effort is reduced using the brownfield approach. So the third one comes up the Bluefield approach. So Bluefield approach is a hybrid strategy using the concepts of Greenfield as well as the Brownfield approach. So it actually provides an additional flexibility for S4 adoption for the uh, leveraging the capabilities of S4 HANA while providing the value of the present solution whichever is existed into the system. So suppose we are running on some ECC platform, is SAP ECC, and then we are trying to adopt the S4 HANA. So Bluefield approach, for in Bluefield approach, the old processes will be used while we will also be using the new processes uh, with the new S4 HANA processes or concepts. So it actually allows businesses to reconfigure their systems in accordance with the new business principles demonstrated by S4 HANA, as well as keeping the old processes also into the place. So now we'll see which one is the best approach to use. So it will depend and will differ from customer to customer. Yeah. So the greenfield strategy will be more suitable for the companies or will be chosen if current processes are to be modernized and standardized. So since there is a lot of changes in S4 HANA than ECC, so to use all the functions and all the business processes, since newer rules has come out, since they have installed SAP ECC and now they are running SAP ECC and they wants to adopt the S4 HANA now. So there must be few business rules of few business processes which are newer for them, and then that all can be reviewed and redesigned and reconfigured here in this. While the brownfield strategy is more likely to be chosen if the IT system is very young for them, like they have recently completed their uh, system development or the entire IT structure, and they are now coming with S4 adoption. So since there are no so many changes are there, so those kind of organization will go for the brownfield strategy, since their IT system is very new, is very young, and they do not intend to go with the so many changes. And Bluefield approach will be best suited for the organization who wants to use the leverage the capability of S4 HANA, as well as they want to keep the older system into the place. Yeah. So thank you very much for watching the video. Please subscribe, like, share, and comment so that you can be notified whenever a video is being uploaded. We'll be coming up with the next video very soon.